Hey guys, do you remember that cute, creepy game we all grew up with, Toree 3D for the PS1? What do you mean you don't remember? Guys, it's Toree 3D, the cute bird in sunglasses running around in a Y2K world and all the spooky little things that would happen around him. See, that's dark-sided.
Everything's ungodly! Dark-sided!
Why are you looking at me like that? You don't remember? You saying this game never existed? You call me crazy? You think I have dissociative identity disorder? I made this game out to be my friend because I don't have any friends? Well, screw you, because I remember Kiwi 64 for the N64 too. And also, Beanie.
This level has such good atmosphere, but everything's trying to kill me! Ah!
Okay, you got me. None of these games ever existed. One of my weird hobbies every once in a while-ish sometimes is I like to keep my eye on up-and-coming indie game developers that are making strange or charming things, especially if they start to form a pattern and a body of work that radiates a distinct personality. And when I think of that kind of new indie dev with fresh ideas, one of the first people who comes to mind is SIACTRO. Creator of cute, very short indie games designed to elicit a feeling of nostalgia for the days long past of the N64, PlayStation 1, and sometimes other consoles like the Nintendo DS or the Samsung Dream Blast. Or sorry, the Hitachi Dream Splash. Or the Sega Code Veronica Dream, but whatever it was called. SIACTRO's games are pretty short, and many of them are available for free on itch, with some being for sale on Steam and even Nintendo Switch at reasonable dollar store prices. One of the first ones SIACTRO ever made was Kiwi 64, a game meant to mimic the feeling of a very obvious famous Rareware title. This Banjo-Kazooie clone is only the length of one short level, following a main character who's a kiwi. Like the bird, not the fruit. The bird that can't fly. That's right, kiwi birds can't fly. Kiwi 64 does not control very well and has pretty frustrating restrained jumps, but it does have this handsome guy. Also, the main bad guy in this game is a melon with a crown. I guess his name is Melon King, that would make sense. Who needs Sephiroth? We got Melon King, everybody. The game lasts about 10 minutes and then it's over, which is sad. But don't worry, because guess what? There's a sequel with massive improvements, Super Kiwi 64. This game is a world of difference and so much more creative charm. While it still has potential to be a lot longer and could be more fleshed out, Super Kiwi 64 is a smooth playing love letter to the 3D platforming games of the N64 and GameCube days, with full-on voice acting, fantastic music, a really cool little hub world, and of course so many collectibles. That sound effect really needs work though. You can't just do the shiny ding sound, come on. I overuse the hell out of that sound in my YouTube videos. Ding, here's a sentence. What stands out most is the way Kiwi controls in this game, which is radical, dude. You can hold the run button and run Kiwi. No, that's too fast, Kiwi, slow down! Kiwi got a DUI, he's in jail. SIACTRO put a lot of effort into this engine, like, Kiwi's also got a little backpack turbine on his back, and he got airplane wings so he can fly. Because Kiwis can't fly, in case you didn't know. He's got a little beak attack where you can keep slamming in the wall to climb it, kinda like controlling the Pokio birds in Mario Odyssey. And he's got a sidekick who's, you know, a helicopter dog.
Right. I keep working on the engine. You get out there and find us those ancient energy cells so we got something to power the plane with.
What is your purpose, helicopter dog? Actually, what the fuck? I don't know who any of these characters are. Actually, something I find cute is this little intro that implies Kiwi is from like a pirate island and that's where he lives. It's called the Kiwi Bean. I guess helicopter dog is a pirate, that makes sense. Helicopters, rotorcrafts, pirates, helicopters, these things go together, I think. So to beat this game, you run through like a dozen different levels collecting all the doodads. I could hang out in the forest one forever. It seems like there's a spooky level with blue skeletons? Why did they die here? And why were they all sitting in crisscross applesauce when they died? And fetus globe? Numerous fetus globes? Yeah. The game threatens to get creepy but doesn't really go all the way with it, which makes it feel more random and I think may sometimes be a product of SIACTRO rushing too fast through their ideas. Oh wait, there's a really scary guy in one of the bonus levels. What is this? On the wiki it says they're called creepy patients. Creepy patients can be seen in the dimension of the dead, which means they used to be living beings. That's really scary. At the end, we do get a really thrilling level where Kiwi teams up with Macbat, a character, more on who he is later, riding on his back, and ventures into an outer darkness of no return to defeat these things. And oh my god, it's Melon King. He's back. Who needs Commodus? Who needs the John Doe killer in 7? We have Melon King. And his true form is mechanical like Andros from Star Fox. Whatever, it's a fucking melon.
The dead were stopped from leaking out of the afterlife, and the Melon King's schemes were once and for all stopped.
Going out of bounds on the final level, and I found a scary fox by accident. He's here for no reason, but that's okay and not eerie at all. So we're doing these a bit out of order, but our next game is Beanie, a bouncy vertical 2D platformer meant to represent the feelings of Donkey Kong County. Donkey Kong goes to county court, now he's in jail. Beanie has great music, and it has a bee, and it has frightening faces that come to chase you, but it's unfortunately over with way too fast and kind of just culminates in being a demo for Super Kiwi 64. No boss at the end, just a demo and an unlockable extra level. I do think it gets the vibe right though. I adore what SIACTRO is doing here, and I'd love to see them revisit it. Alright, let's take a look at Macbat 64, which actually came out before Super Kiwi.
Hey, this is cute. Oh, a little octopus.
Octopus. I think it's one of the best SIACTRO games, at least to some degree, because it feels the most charming and playful with its gameplay, and for how small it is, the experience comes across very complete, as if the game is just the perfect size. Macbat starts out in that little pirate island world, the same place Kiwi lives apparently, you know, the Kiwi bean. You play as Macbat, a bat with a monocle. What more do you freaking want? That's right, monocled bat lovers. It's a bat game that lets us roam around as a bat, beginning in this cute tavern that's very half Paper Mario, half Banjo-Kazooie. The game gives you simple little fetch quest puzzles to solve, like get coins to pay for a drink so you can get drunk with your pirate homie G. Arr, do you know where all the water in the world is coming from, my lad? All our water is being produced in a place we call the Great Watery Factory. Why is my pirate voice turning out Irish or Scottish? Anyway, the pirate bird tells us we need 8 keys to open the water factory and fix the world or something. And there are all these different levels in a big book. We get to platform and collect things at the beach, drive around in a car, visit banana-shaped ghosts in a spooky old house, and there's even like a cute Kirby-themed level that looks kinda cool. This is what I find endearing about Macbat 64. It's always switching things up. Whoa, that faucet sink face. Whoa, look how Macbat, it's a scary face you awakened. What the hell, did I beat the game? Oh, there's a final boss. Really? The Melon King. Again. Who needs Melon King when we've got Melon King? Great fruit of evil Melon Emperor, as the text clearly reads. Well, he's dead and everyone's happy on the beach now, so Macbat's over, say goodbye. Let's continue. To finish this video off, let's talk about the series that probably stands as the most successful so far of SIACTRO's still rather obscure cute indie games, the Toree series. Toree 3D, the first in the collection, is an adorable but secretly cursed game. A fast-moving, low-poly Sonic the Hedgehog-paced platformer intended to nostalgically feel like a Y2K PlayStation 1 title. Aero Aqua aesthetics, sunglasses, jungle music and all. And even though all Toree's trying to do is collect popsicles and kick back, spooky things keep happening to him. Like he'll be all like, I gotta go fast, I'm a little bird, zoomy zoomy zoom. But these cute big stars in the background are like, psych, we're haunted. In each of the Toree titles, Toree 3D, Toree 2, other spin-offs, and the biggest game, Toree Saturn, the gameplay is flexible and smooth, just like Super Kiwi, but it has a more steady sense of flow state, and I'd say it does a more tightly knit job of nailing its aesthetic too. In Toree 3D, eventually as you progress through this cutesy fast platform place, the world starts to break down and you encounter the main villain, glitchy purple angel Grim Reaper bad guy. The game ends way too fast, and then it's on to Toree 2, the more complete and satisfying of the first two, with a much faster pace of gameplay. The reason Toree 2 feels better is because, well, first of all, it has
large purple face moving toward us from across the lava horizon.
And second of all, because it has a boss battle ending where you have to venture into the Purple Grim Reaper's weird, glitchy pink jellyfish world dimension place and face off with him to EDM music like it's a weekend at Bass Canyon.
I did it!
I thought this game would end with something really creepy, but instead it ends with Toree giving the Grim Reaper an ice cream cone. Are you fucking kidding me? I spent money on this. I believed in this. What kind of ending is this, Toree? You laughing at me deep down? At least the power of friendship wins. Alright, I'm not going to talk about the few Toree spin-offs since they're pretty tiny and similar in scope. But there is one newer title, the most upscaled one so far, Toree Saturn. Toree Saturn is a game that amps up the visual chops of Toree's world and goes a lot harder than the others. The soundtrack is all edgy, Toree's got flexible new moves, there's more hidden collectibles, lots of bonus features, and the inclusion of characters like a bird with a mohawk named Hockey. Hockey, mean. Toree, nice. Okay. Saying that and then giving Toree mean eyes. Once again, Toree Saturn does make you wish it could have had a little more time to bake in the oven, because this is looking and sounding so good, and the story mode is so short. There's a ton of potential here for this to be a full-on Crash Bandicoot length game. It can kind of bum you out when the game ends so quick, but I promise wanting more is a compliment. In between levels of Toree jumping around pixelated cyberpunk cityscapes, there are also race sections breaking it all up where you have to beat Hockey going fast. Show that mean bird who's boss. Meanie mohawk piece of shit. And the final race with Hockey ends up being the last level. I was hoping for another cool boss battle, but I guess Toree and the Grim Reaper are ice cream friends now. Bummer! If you want to get the most out of these Toree games, I would suggest trying to get the highest rankings. Complete the game and unlock the bonus content. That's where the games come close to feeling more like a substantial whole. For example, look at this cute little hidden game in here called Pingu Blast that you can only access by jumping into this green bird on a building. It's neat and even flat out inspiring to see how far SIACTRO has come with this slight scruff bearing but otherwise awesome engine that's daring to be close to Hat in Time levels of smooth. Damn, bro, my fingers hurt from editing this long-ass video, hypermobility. I'm gonna wrap this up by saying, yeah, I'm enjoying the vibe of SIACTRO so far. Loving the SIACTRO saga. They do have one pretty new cool horror game that's Nintendo DS themed, and I'll be playing through that one for my Jordan's Half Asleep show this next week. A new occasional Let's Play show for Patreon supporters I'm starting that'll serve as the first episode. But for now, I'm always keeping an eye on the work of SIACTRO, and I'll keep following their ongoing knack to emulate these many different colors of nostalgic joy. Hello everybody, I wanted to thank my top Patreon supporters right now: Adventure Ted, Sabrina Stein, Dr. Shaky Jones, Talon Creations, Goneko, A Large Moth, Rocket Rifter, Mega Nature, Wandergirl 108, Dave Gertz, Brandon Mysek, Nagelfar Dreams, J. Andy Wise, Sly Blue, Xantippy Pink, Jerome Sankara, Irinor, Lux Alpaca, Blink 99, Caliburn, Nader Kicks, and Dito. If you liked this video, come watch either of these two other videos I made. Why not? They're probably better than this one. No, they're not bad. I wouldn't say that. Never mind.